Hello students, we were reading the text of the wasteland, the first part, the burial of the dead. In this part, we had read about the fear of the wastelanders, the idle life of the wastelanders. All these wastelanders refrain from anything giving birth, refrain from action. They want to live an idle life because they are fed up of the fertility of life, the production of life, reproduction of life, and they want to live a life of negation. That's why April is the cruelest month for them. I will read the paraphrase so that a continuity may come to you. I will read the first paragraph. April is the cruelest month. This line may be spoken by any wastelander and it may be spoken by Tiresias also. So the reader has to interpret who is speaking these lines because Tiresias is the anchor of the poem and any common wastelander may have spoken these lines. For him, April is a very cruel month because this is a month of reproduction, this is a month of spring season and blooming of flowers is there, which is very painful for modern wastelander. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. The rain of this spring season is making the dull and dry life of wastelanders fertile, which they do not want. Winter kept us warm. They welcome winter season because this is a season of inaction. This is a season of obscurity. It covered the earth in forgetful snow. Why they welcome winter season? Because all the earth is covered with snow. There is no action. There is no pain. A little life is there in dry roots. So they welcome as much life as is needed to live. So little life of tubers is welcomed by them. Summer surprised us. Summer is a season of surprise because in summer season anytime rain may come, rain may shower. So summer surprised us coming over the Starnbergsee. With a shower of rain, we stopped in the colonnade, went on in sunlight into the half curtain and went on in sunlight, drank coffee and talked for an hour. So you see the daily routine of modern wastlanders. This shows the empty sophistication of cosmopolitan idler, a cosmopolitan citizen who is living a life of negation, a life of idling, and there is also a reference of them going to south in winter season. So the idea is repeated here. When we were children, we were staying at Archduke's and I was frightened. There was my cousin, he took me on a sledge and I was frightened. He said, Mary, hold on tight, and down we went. So the first part is pervaded with a feeling of fear everywhere. First feeling of fear is seen in Mary, the princess who is recollecting an incident with her cousin when she went to south on mountains. There she is riding a sledge when she has a fear when the sledge is going down the mountain. So he said me, Mary, hold on tight, and down we went. In the mountains, there you feel free. Mountains which are very lofty, which are very high, symbol of high ideals. She feels free, free to have a free relationship with any person. So you see the liberality, the openness in the life of modern Westlanders. They want to live free. They don't want any kind of restriction in their life. So there you feel free. I read much of the night and go south in the winter. So the first paragraph is over. In this first paragraph, we see 2 or 3 incidents. First is the life of modern Westlanders who are welcoming summer season and they hate they welcome winter season and they hate summer and spring season. Second is in the incident of Mary who is going on mountains and having recursion with her cousin, and he is asking her to hold tight when she is going down the mountains on sledge. What are the roots that clutch? What branches grow out of this stony rubbish? Son of man, you cannot say or guess, for you know only a heap of broken images. So we have started the second paragraph of the poem, and in this second there is a memory of Ezekiel's vision of the valley of bones. This is having a reference, objective, correlative to Bible. In this, this has been taken from Ecclesiastes, the Ezekiel's vision of valley of dry bones, and it is in contrast with prophetic insistence come under the shadow. Both of them are in contrast. The coming lines are in contrast to these lines. So, what are the roots that clutch? What branches grow out of stony rubbish? Modern wasteland is like a rubbish, like a heap of rubbish, where there are only pieces of stones, and any modern wastelander cannot guess this. What are the branches? Because from stones nothing can grow out. Nothing can be reproduced from stones, and the hearts of modern wastelanders are stony. They are bereft of feelings. They have no feelings left in them. They have no passion left in them, no compassion, no sympathy, no love, and there is feelinglessness in them, apathy in them. They all have grown apathetic. That's why what branches can grow? This modern wasteland is a stony rubbish from which nothing can grow out. And what branches clutch? Son of man, you cannot say or guess. Man cannot guess. Ordinary man cannot say, because he has known only a heap of broken images. The life of modern wastelander is like a heap of broken images. Just as a mirror is broken, what happens? One cannot see his picture in totality. The same is the life of modern wastelanders is in fragments. It is a fragmented life. It is not a life in whole. It is a life in parts. So it is stony rubbish, broken images, and sun is beating. Scorching heat of sunlight is there, and dead tree give no shelter. Trees are left stumps only. They have no twigs, they have no foliage, no branches, and they are not giving any protection to the modern wastelanders. So, where the sun is beating, dried stone, no sound of water. On mountains there are springs, there are waterfalls, but here dry stones are there. No waterfall is there, no cascade is there, so there is no sound of, even sound of water is not there. One cannot have hallucination of water, and only there is shadow under the red rock. These lines are a prophecy. If in this life of negation, in this life of fragmentation, if man is taking the shelter of red church, red rock, if he is taking shelter of religion, then only his life can be saved. So, the only hope left in the life of modern Wastelander is he should go under the shadow of red rock, then only he will save his life. There is shadow under the red rock. Red rock is symbolic. It is a symbol of church. Come under this shadow of this red rock, and I will show you something different. This shadow is different from both the shadows, shadow of morning and shadow of evening. A rock is saving us from any heat. It is not only saving us from scorching heat of sun, it is also saving us from fear of death. Fear of death in morning time is less. Morning is a symbol of childhood, and in evening time, which is the old days of a man, that fear is more. Thank you. We shall continue tomorrow.